you want to start trading and you have zero knowledge, stay to the end of this video as I'll be showing you how to download a Bybit account, how to fund the Bybit account, how to trade on spot and futures, and also explaining all the terminologies that is needed to be known as a beginner trader. So first of all, go down to Telegram, search Spice and Crypto Academy, and join this free Telegram community with over 7,000 subscribers. So when you're inside this community, use any of this link to sign up here. That is this. So when you sign up on Bybit, you should have an interface like this, right? When you enter your Bybit interface, you go down to the deposit. And meanwhile, don't forget to verify your Bybit account. Very, very important. So you come to this deposit section here, you click on deposit, then you go to P2P trading here, right? Then when you're on P2P trading, let's say as a beginner, I want to fund my account with $100. I want to fund my account with $100. I'll come here to this amount section. I'll make sure I'm already on the buy interface. I'm on the buy interface here, right? I'll come down to this amount section here, right? Then I'll type 100,000. I want to fund my account with 100,000. Then I'll come down to this all payment method. If I'm in this all payment method, what this simply means is that I want to change the mode of payment to bank transfer. It means I want to pay using my bank account, right? Then I'll come to bank transfer, right? Then confirm. Then when I'm here on this interface, I will come down to the filter section here. When you open the filter section, then I'll choose show only verified advertisers. This saves you the stress of those that are just new and the rest, right? Then come down to 15 minutes or 30 minutes. When you're on 15 minutes or 30 minutes, simply means that you want the person that will pay you within the range of 15 minutes or within the range of 30 minutes, okay? So choose 15 minutes. So now this guy is selling from 100,000 to 300,000 and he's online. How do I know he's online? Look at this yellow cycle here that carries his initial. You can see a green dot down, right? This simply means he's online. Meanwhile, look at this guy here. This particular guy here, you can see the dots here. It's a little bit black. It simply means the guy is online. Look at the yellow cycle here. Look at the dot attached to it. It simply means he's offline. Now this one is online and it's selling from 100,000 to 300,000 naira. I'll pick this guy and press buy. When I press buy, I want to buy 100,000. I'll come to this amount section here. I'll now type 100,000. It simply means if I'm buying worth of 100,000, I'll be getting $66.845. Then I'll click on buy. Then when I open the buy section, I'll go to pay now. When I open pay now, then I'll copy this account number. When I'll copy the account number, I pay to the account that has been provided, and I'll press on payment completed. So after making the payment, the funds will reflect in my dashboard. After reflecting, then I'll move the money to my futures or to my futures interface here, right? So now this is the futures interface, and up here we have the spot interface here, right? This is the spot interface. Now in this interface here, right, on the spot section, you only have the ability to buy a project, predicting it to appreciate in value. Do you understand? Now while in the futures interface, you have the ability to buy and sell. So now let me take my time to explain all the terminologies that is needed to be known as a beginner trader, right? So now when you are buying a project, it simply means you are predicting it to appreciate in value, right? You're predicting it to appreciate in value. You buy a project from $5 and it's appreciating to $6, $7, $8. You're moving in profit. When you're selling a project, it simply means you're predicting it to depreciate in value. Okay, you buy a project from $10 and it's depreciating to $5, $6, $7. It's depreciating in value. Now this is the futures interface here, right? Let's start by going to Telegram to see the coin that has been listed. Now this signal, this is a free signal here in my Telegram community at Spice and Crypto Academy, right? Now the signal is Link USDT. The pair we're trading on is on Link USDT. So now I'll come down to my Bybit. I'll come here to where this section. This is where you select a pair you want to trade on, right? Here, then search for Link USDT, right? After searching for Link USDT, I'll pick this one that is under the perpetual contract. That is the futures interface, right? Click on this one. Then after clicking on this one, then we have different type of margins. We have isolated margin and we have cross margin. What is the difference between the isolated margin and the cross margin? The isolated margin simply means you're trading with only the money that is inside this your futures interface, right? Now, the cross margin simply means the pair you're entering, you're entering with all the money in your Bybit account. Let's say I have $1,000 now in my Bybit account and I move $100 to these futures. If the trade goes against me, it has the right to tap into the $900 that is remaining in my funding section. Do you understand? So, but if I'm trading on isolated, it simply means I'm trading with only the funds in my futures interface. It has no rights to move to the funds in my isolated. But if I'm trading across, it simply means I'm trading with all the money in my Bybit account. Do you understand? So I make sure I'm always on isolated margin here, right? Then now, this is my leverage. What is your leverage? Your leverage gives you the ability to borrow more funds from the exchanger. Now, let's say I'm trading with $100 now, right? And I move and I use 10x leverage. It simply means I'm using times 10. Do you understand? I'm borrowing times 10 of my capital to trade with. Do you understand? Do you understand? If I trade on 10x leverage and I'm having $100 in my account here, it simply means I'm borrowing times 10 of my capital to trade it, which is $1,000. I'm borrowing extra $1,000 from the exchanger to add to my capital to trade with. And if I move to 5x leverage, simply means I'm borrowing extra $500 to add to my $100 to trade with. That's what it simply means. So I recommend you using 10x leverage, which is okay. Then now, if the trade is given on market order or limit order, market order simply means I want to enter the trade at that particular point in time. When I enter it at that particular point in time, it will start running at that particular point in time. But limit order simply means I have a predicted price I want the trade to reach before it starts running. Okay, so it will not trigger until it hits that particular price. So now let's go to Telegram and see the entry price here. You can see entry here, there's a number. So this simply means it's a limit order transaction. I have a number I'm anticipating the trade to reach before it starts running. But if there's no number here and I say market, simply means you should enter at that particular point in time. That is the safest time to enter. So now this is the limit. We already have an entry price. So now come down to this place, switch to limit order, right? The entry price here is 21.98. So I'll switch to this price section. All right, 21.98. Then I have no business with this order value here, no business with it. So now I recommend you using 5% of your account for every trade you are entering. Okay, for proper risk management, 5% of your account is okay for every setup you're going for, right? So now let's drag this line to 5% of our account. Now this is it, 5% of my account. So now to set take profit and stop loss. What is take profit? Take profit simply means if a trade is moving in my favor and it hit a particular price, it should sign me out automatically in profit if I set the take profit price, right? Regardless whether I'm there or I'm not there, my phone is on or my phone is off. Once it hits that predicted price, it will automatically sign me out in profit. While stop loss simply means if it's going against me and it hit a particular price in drawdown or in negative, it should sign me out in that price. I can't accommodate more loss from that point. So you see take profit and stop loss as securing your profit and securing your capital. Do you understand? Do you understand? So if a trade is going against you, it will sign you out in the maximum loss you can accommodate. That is your stop loss. If a trade is going in your favor, you sign out in the maximum loss that you're comfortable at that point in time. Stuff like that, right? So now I've set 5%. Then let's enable our take profit and stop loss in this section here, right? Then enable take profit and stop loss. Then I'll set my take profit. What is the take profit here? The take profit is, that's TP, is 16.50. 16.50. Then stop loss is 22.66. 22.66. And then the signal says short. It simply means this setup that is given is predicting that Link USDT will depreciate in value. I'm shorting Link USDT. So now the final stage now is for me to press this short. But if this place was written long, right, that means I'll go and press long. But since the signal there is writing short, then I'll press short, then I will confirm. Okay, so this is a limit order setup. So every limit order setup will come to this order section and be pending. Do you understand? You can see that it's not running. This is a pending transaction. But if I enter on market order, it will start running at that particular point in time in position. Do you understand? So if this limit order setup hits my predicted price, it will trigger it will also move to position and start running at that particular point in time. So now let's enter this trade on market order and see what happens. So now let's enter it blindly. Let's come to this order section here, right? Let's change it to market order. Okay, then let's enter 5% of our capital. 5%. Then market order for shorts. Now you can see the trade is running automatically in profit. Do you understand? It's already running in profit or in loss. So any running transaction is in your position, right? Is in position. While any pending transaction is in order. Do you understand? So if you set your entry point, profit and stop loss in limit order transaction, when it gets there, it automatically trigger and sign you out. But when you close it by yourself manually, it simply means it's a market order transaction. So this trade is currently in 0.51% in running in profit. So that is it. It's not that difficult. It's not that difficult. Okay, so do well by joining Spice in Crypto Academy on Telegram. Here we drop free daily signal with comprises of entry point, take profit, and all these ones are profit from my student. You can see these are profit from people. These are profit from people, right? So do well by joining Spice Crypto Academy on Telegram so you don't miss out on this. Okay, all right, see you guys in the other side. Meanwhile, if you sign up using any of this link here and you fund your account with a minimum with $100 and above, you have the chance of getting $500. So once you fund your account with $100, if you sign up with this link, you fund your account with $100, you get $500 instantly, which you use to trade. Okay, so thank you and welcome to Spice in Crypto Academy. Bye bye.